debaters, you may be seated. Where you see wrong or inequality or injustice, speak up. Because this is your country. This is your democracy. Make it, protect it, pass it on. Thurgood Marshall. Good afternoon. To Mayor Henry and any other elected officials who might be here this afternoon, to family members and friends, and everyone else who's come this afternoon to be supportive of these young debaters. We are so excited and glad that you are here. To Principal Walker, thank you for the opportunity to work with these amazing young people. Thank you, Mayor Henry, again, for seeing the value of debate and including it as a part of your literacy initiative. I am so proud of this group of young people. It's the third group that I've had an opportunity to work with, and not just me, but Mrs. Heather, who lost her voice on yesterday. So please, Mrs. Heather, stand. Give her a round of applause, please. She and I have been working together for the last 3 years now. A word about this group. You know your young people very well. And I've had the blessing of getting to know them. They are truly, and I think I've used the word amazing at least 3 times because they are. They are smart. They are critical thinkers, effective listeners. They ask questions that you want them to ask. And they listen. And so they've learned a lot, and they truly are young debaters now. Let's give them a round of applause. One of the first things I do when I teach young people how to debate is to teach them the language of debate, or the vocabulary. And so one of the things that they want to do for you this afternoon is to give you a short vocabulary lesson so that you can hear some of those terms that they have learned. Debaters, please stand. I have a vocabulary word I'm going to ask them, and maybe 1 or 2 will have 2 words, but here we are. Sakaya, what are the 2 teams in a debate called?
The affirmative and negative teams.
Lucy, which team begins the debate?
The affirmative team.
Which team ends the debate?
The affirmative team.
That doesn't seem quite fair to me, is it?
It is fair because the negative team gets to go twice in a row in the middle, which is called the negative block.
Thank you. Jelani, what is the resolution?
A proposition.
And a proposition is also called what?
The topic we're debating.
The topic that the debate is on. Lynn, what is an example of a resolution?
Resolve that children should eat ice cream before they go to sleep.
That is correct. Well, I don't know if it's correct, but that is a resolution. Avy, should resolutions be worded in the negative?
No.
Give us an example of a resolution that is worded incorrectly.
Resolve that children should not go to bed at 8 o'clock.
And what word makes that resolution incorrect?
The word not.
Thank you. Cantrell, should resolutions have more than one topic?
No.
Give us an example of a resolution that violates that rule.
Resolve that children should play outside until 8 and come inside and get ready for bed at... Oh, I messed up.
No, you did fine.
I did. Resolve that children should play outside until 6 and come inside and get ready for bed at 8.
Yes, there are 2 resolutions. Play outside until 6 and come inside and get ready for bed at 8. Thank you. David, should resolutions contain biased wording?
No, ma'am.
Give us an example of a resolution that does.
You should read the amazing Iron Man books instead of the horrible Thor books.
And what 2 words make that resolution incorrect?
Amazing and horrible. The reason why you're not allowed to have these words inside of the resolution is because you have to explain why or why you're not what the resolution says.
That's right. You got to prove it. You just can't say it. Aaliyah, what is a contention? A reason, okay. And a contention is also called what?
An argument.
An argument, thank you. Ariana, there are two types of speeches in a debate. They are called constructive and rebuttal. What is the purpose of the constructive speeches?
The purpose of a constructive speech is to build up your argument.
Exactly, to build the argument. Avi, the other type of speech is called what?
Rebuttal speech.
That's right, rebuttal speeches. And what's the purpose of the rebuttal speeches?
For the rebuttalist to point out the weaknesses in an opponent's argument.
That's right, absolutely. David, in a debate, there is something called rhetorical devices. What are they?
Rhetorical device. Those are the things that you use to get your audience attention, also to persuade them to your side.
Thank you. Can you give us a couple of examples?
One of them is pausing before an important word. Another is saying it louder or saying a sentence/phrase quieter or louder. You can repeat it, or finally, you can say it stronger and look at somebody deeply and make it sound more persuasive.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Sakaya, now we know as debaters, we just don't stand up and give our opinion. What is it that we must also have?
Evidence.
Evidence. And what's another word for evidence?
Proof.
Oh, thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. You may be seated. Aaliyah and Lucy, please join me here. Tell the audience what Joseph Joubert has to say about debate.
It is better to debate a question without settling it.
Than to settle a question without debating it. Joseph Joubert.
Thank you. Jelani?
Let the debate begin.
Okay, thank you.
To Mayor Henry, City Commissioners, to Principal Walker, to our family and our friends, good afternoon. Thank you for being here. To our worthy opponents, the negative team, good afternoon. Thank you for introducing this important topic for today's debate. Audience, this debate would not be possible without you. You are our judges this afternoon. Thank you for being here today for today's debate. Today's resolution is resolved that it is better to buy a house than a car. We agree, and we have three contentions. Our first contention is that it is better to buy a house. It is an investment. Our second contention, it is better to buy a house, is because of safer. Our third contention is that it is better to buy a house for overall health. Judges, if we show that our arguments and evidence are stronger than the negative teams, we should win this debate. Hello, my name is Cantrell Oxendine, and I'm a fourth grader here at Terry T. Small Elementary School. My fellow debaters are Sakaya Green, Aaliyah Brown, and Liam Flatley. Sakaya will present contention 1, Aaliyah will present contention 2, and I will present our third contention. Liam will present our rebuttal speech. Sakai will present contention 1.
Good afternoon. My name is Sakai Green, and I'm a fourth grader at Terry T. Small Elementary School. Webster's Dictionary defines the word investment as an asset acquired to gain wealth. A house is an investment. A car is not an investment. Most people use their car to take them from one place to another place. People use their cars to go back and forth to work, to school or church, and to different appointments. People drive their cars for years and put thousands of miles on them. People drive their car for so long because they want to get their money's worth before their car isn't worth anything. Their car depreciates. According to Progressive Insurance, and I quote, car depreciation is the rate at which your vehicle loses its value over time. According to Quora.com, and I quote, a new car can lose about 20% to 30% of its value within the first year of ownership. 20 to 30% is a lot of value to lose in 1 year. According to LendingTree, and I quote, within 5 years it will be worth around 60% less than the price you paid. I said 60%. Ladies and gentlemen, a car is not an investment. A house is. Investments like a house grow in value. Cars don't. A house's value appreciates, but a car's value depreciates. One goes up in value and one goes down in value. According to Merriam-Webster, appreciation means an increase in the value of an asset over time. Depreciation means a decrease in the value of an asset over time. Over time, the value of a house goes up, but the value of a car goes down, way down. A car can depreciate so much that instead of trading it in, some people decide to donate their car to a non-profit. Sometimes instead of selling their used car, people decide to sell their car for parts. Well, something is better than nothing. Because of appreciation, a house is one of the best ways to build generational wealth. When you have a house, you can pass it on to your children. Your children can keep it and watch it grow in value. Each year they keep the house, the value of the house grows. The longer a person keeps a house, the more valuable it will be. But the longer a person keeps a car, the less valuable it will be. The value of a home can appreciate hundreds of thousands of dollars. It would be impossible to save up or earn the same amount of money in the same amount of time by working your job. When you buy a house, you are making the money you paid for the house keep working for you every year. According to RocketMortgage.com, and I quote, home appreciation rates have increased year over year to 5.5% as of February 2024. Judges, because a house appreciates in value and a car doesn't, you should vote for the affirmative team. David will now give the opening for the negative team.
Hello. Again, to Mayor Henry, City Commissioners, to Principal Walker, and to our family and our friends. Good afternoon, and thank you for being here to watch our debate. To our worthy opponents, the affirmative team, thank you for the opportunity to clash. This debate would not be possible without you. Judges, thank you, audience, for being here. As you'll know, the resolution is resolved that it is better to buy a house than a car. We disagree with this argument. I said we negate today's argument. We think that it is better to buy a car than a house. We have 3 reasons why it is better to buy a car than a house instead of buying a house than a car. Our first reason or contention why it is better to buy a car than a house is because of the cost. Our second reason is because of the versatility. Convenience is our third reason. Judges, if we show that our team arguments and evidence are more persuasive than the affirmative team's arguments and evidence, we should win the debate. Hello, my name is David Petraka. I'm a 5th grade at Terry T. Small Elementary School. My fellow debaters are Lucy Gagner, Jelani Amenpatah, Avi Wilson, and Ariana Brown. Dr. Seuss once said, "You'll pass the whole gang, and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Oh, you'll top the rest. All the places you'll go. All the places you'll go with the car." Lucy will now present part 1 of our first contention. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Lucy Gagner, and I will present the first part of contention 1. Jelani will present the rest of our first contention. It is not better to buy a house because of the cost. According to Car Gurus, and I quote, the average used car price in the U.S. is around $27,788. What about the average cost of a house? According to Bankrate, and I quote, homes in Florida have a median price of $410,600, a whopping $410,600. According to Homes.com, and I quote, the average cost of a one-bedroom house is $176,500, and most people want at least 2 bedrooms. It's not better to buy a house because of how much houses cost. And most people don't even use all the rooms in their house. The living room and kitchen are the most used rooms in a house. Dining rooms only get used on holidays. Most of the space in a house goes unused. It's just wasted money. Ladies and gentlemen, the affirmative team wants you to vote for something that is not even possible for most people. Most people can't afford to buy a house. The affirmative team says it is better to buy a house, but better does not mean possible. Just what percentage of people in the U.S. can afford to buy a house? According to the National Association of Realtors, and I quote, housing affordability has decreased, with only 33% of households able to afford a median-priced home. Remember that $410,600? These 33% of people will need a whopping $41,000 for their down payment. Judges, most of the people who can't afford to buy a house can afford to buy a car. Jelani will finish presenting our first contention.
Good afternoon. I am Jelani Amenpatah, and I am a 5th grader here at Terry T. Small. There are a lot of other things you need to have money for even after you buy a house. You have to pay homeowners insurance, property taxes, and pay for regular maintenance. According to Forbes, and I quote, Zillow and Thumbtack showed that homeowners can expect to pay $1,180,000 a month, and that's for maintenance. But that's not all. What about money for the water bill, the electric bill? You also have to pay to heat your house when it's cold. If you don't heat your house when it's really cold, the pipes can freeze and even burst. Then you have an even bigger problem. Because of how hot it gets in Florida, if you have an air conditioner, you turn it on. That's more money you have to pay. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Why do people who have a house hate to see June 1st? It's because June 1st is the first day of hurricane season. Hurricane season is the most stressful time of the year for anybody who has a house. That's because they don't know what to expect. Just ask the homeowners who went through Hurricane Helene and Milton last year. According to the World Meteorological Association, and I quote, the active 2024 Atlantic hurricane season officially ended on November 30th, 2024. It left behind a trail of massive economic losses. According to AccuWeather, and I quote, in 2024, hurricane season caused an estimated $500 billion in total damage and economic losses. We said $500 billion. Houses were a big part of these losses. Judges, when you have insurance, there is also something called a deductible. The deductible is the amount a homeowner pays before the insurance company writes a check to repair their house. The amount of the deductible is thousands of dollars. Thousands. This is a big reason why it's better to have a car. Major repairs on a house will always cost more than major repairs on a car. Judges, because of cost, you should vote for our team, the negative team. Aaliyah will come now to present contention 2 for the affirmative team.
My name is Aaliyah Brown, and I am a fourth grader.
Take your time. It's all right. Everything you need is right in front of you.
My name is Aaliyah Brown, and I am in the fourth grade. I will present contention 2. It is better to buy a house instead of a car for safety. There are a lot of safety reasons it is better to buy a house. When you have a house, you have a place where you can be safe. You can be behind a locked door where people can't see you or see what you are doing. You have more privacy. A house gives you protection from hurricanes and terrible rainstorms. You can be inside when there is lightning outside and when it is very hot. You are definitely safer from floodwaters in a house, because if you stay inside a car, the water can sweep your car away, and it doesn't take a lot of water. According to the National Weather Service, and I quote, a mere 6 inches of fast-moving floodwater can knock over an adult. It takes just 12 inches of rushing water to carry away most cars, and just 2 feet of rushing water can carry away SUVs and trucks. You are also safer if you have a house because you can be inside instead of outside. You can avoid people who might try to rob you. It's easier to be robbed, mugged, or attacked if your only protection is inside a car. Inside a house and behind a locked door is safer than inside of a car. In the United States, most robberies happen outside on streets or highways compared to residences or commercial buildings. Approximately 34.3% of robberies take place on streets or highways, 16.7% at commercial establishments, and 15.8% at residences. So you see, being in a house is safer. A house is better because it is safer, especially when you have to go to the bathroom. Public bathrooms at gas stations or inside stores aren't always the cleanest, and everybody knows germs and bacteria are invisible. According to Life Science, and I quote, people bring a lot of bacteria into bathrooms. Within an hour of your normal use, there were 500,000 bacterial cells per square inch on the bathroom surfaces on average. I need to repeat that. I said 500,000 bacterial cells per inch. It is also better to have a car so you can be safe from various kinds of animals. A house can keep you safe from snakes and other dangerous animals like alligators. According to the Florida Museum, and I quote, in Florida, we have 6 venomous snakes: the Harlequin coral snake, the eastern copperhead, the Florida cottonmouth, the pygmy rattlesnake, the timber rattlesnake, and the eastern diamondback rattlesnake. Yes, they're in Florida, outside. Finally, according to phys.org, and I quote, encounters between gators and humans are on the rise in Florida. On the rise, judges, because buying a house will give us more safety than a car ever will, you should vote for the affirmative team. AV will now present the negative team's second contention.
Hello, I am AV Wilson. Hello, my name is A.B. Wilson, and I am a 5th grader at Terry T. Small. Our second contention that it is not better to buy a house than a car. Our second contention that it is not better to buy a house because of a car. It has versatility. Webster's dictionary defines versatility as having many different functions or activities. There are a lot of things you can do with a car that you just cannot do with a house. The first thing you can do is run your errands to the grocery store, the bank, the post office, to different meetings, to visit family and your friends. What if you had to go over to D-Land? How long would that take? If you had a car, you would get there in 30 minutes or less. But according to Voltrain, the ride takes an hour and 10 minutes. I repeat, an hour and 10 minutes. Plus, bus schedules are different at night, and they are different on Sundays and holidays. So getting from one place to another will take you longer. What if there is an emergency and you need to get to the ER? You have a house, but you need a car. You need a car. But there's more. You can also use a car to move things, but if you have to rent a truck, it can be very expensive. According to U-Haul, and I quote, local moves up to 50 miles can cost $200, while long-distance moves from 50 miles to 400 miles can range from $300 to $2,000 or more. Finally, you can use your car to make money as an Uber driver, and you can work day or night. These are just a few ways a car can be used. A car has versatility. You can't do all of these with the house. Judges, this is the second reason why you should vote for the negative team. Now Cantrell will present the affirmative team's third contention.
My name is Kentrell Oxendine, and I'm a 4th grader. The third reason it is better to buy a house instead of a car, it is for your overall health. It is better to buy a house because you will have a place to cook your own food. When you cook your own food, you know what's in it and you know how old it is. You can also avoid eating foods that have chemicals and different additives in them. According to 2014 Josh Hopkins University study, and I quote, those who cook at home frequently ate fewer calories as well as less sugar and carbs than those who made a home-cooked meal only once a week. You can also decide the best way to cook your food: bake, broil, oil, or fry. Other reasons it is better to have a house is to control the size of portions, the ingredients, and to have more variety in what you eat. When you don't have a kitchen, there are lots of things you can't do to take good care of yourself. You will also be mentally healthier because you will have a place where you can sleep better. And sleep is really important. According to Medical News Today, and I quote, people who get quality sleep have a lower risk of gaining weight, better memory, a lower risk of having a heart attack, and to less depression. When you get a good night's sleep, you wake up ready for the day, ready to go to work and ready to go to school. It is also better to buy a house than a car because you can because friends can visit. You can even have sleepovers. You can also have family get-togethers. You can't do these things if you choose a car. Finally, it is better to buy a house than a car because it is a way to make money. You can have a business in one part of your house, or you can make money by using one of the bedrooms for an Airbnb. Judges, because buying a house will keep you physically, mentally, socially, and financially healthier, you should vote for the affirmative team. Ariana will present the negative team's last contention.
Hello, I am Ariana Brown, and I'm a 5th grader here at Terry T. Small, and I will be presenting contention number 3. It is not better to buy a house because it is convenient to have a car. According to the Oxford Unabridged Dictionary, and I quote, convenient means fitting in well with a person's needs, activities, and plans. Think of all the ways having a car is convenient. When you want to go visit your family who live up north, you pack your car, get in your car, and go. It's convenient. When you want to go to the beach, you pack your food and get in your car and go. It's convenient. There are so many plans you can't make and things you can't do if you don't have a car. All of us have personal needs, even kids like us sometimes. We need to go to the library or run to the store for our mom or get dropped off at school. Sometimes kids are late getting to school because they don't have a car or someone forgot to pick them up or just couldn't. The parent pickup line is a really long line because parents are waiting in their cars to pick up their kids. Some kids can walk to school, but a lot of kids live too far away to walk. According to carefreeauto.com, and I quote, cars are part of most people's everyday routines. We use them to drive to work, visit our loved ones, and they get us from point A to point B time and time again. When you get a call that a family member or friend is stuck at the airport, having a car is what? Convenient. It's convenient because you can say, I'll be right there. If you want to get together with your friends but you don't have time to straighten up your house, you can drive to meet them somewhere. Your car is convenient for your different activities. If your son or daughter gets sick at school, you can say, I'm on my way. According to the article, 5 benefits of having a personal car, and I quote, you can also save time by driving your car, you can take shortcuts and avoid traffic, and you can take multiple stops without having to walk between the stops. You can't get in your bathtub and say, take me to Terry T. And you can't say to your front door, become a magic carpet and take me to the airport. You need a car. It's just plain convenient to have a car. Judges, because having a car is convenient, you should vote for the negative team. Now, David will return with our rebuttal to the affirmative team's arguments.
So, they said for their first one, it's an investment. Our response to that one is, when they said it loses their value and over 5 years, 60% less than what it originally was, that is true, but think about it. When you're in a house, your house also gradually deforms over time, and the wood or brick or marble or whatever your house is made of will start to, I don't want to say break, but deteriorate. Thank you. And they said it's safer. That's true and false. You can have tinted windows for privacy. You can have car lifters where you put something over your tires. You put something under your tires to lift it up so the water doesn't get into it. And you could move to somewhere where there's less animals or snakes. And then they also said, for your overall health. Our response to that is, when you cook your own food at home, you can do the exact same thing with an organized car. You can put an electric grill or any mini stove in your car or outside your car and cook it. Sleep better in a house. Well, yes, that is true, but including sleeping and your mental health, there are medicine pills and stuff like that for sleeping. There are stuff for like to help with anxiety. You can help with your mental state. You can help with your energy with like certain type of pills to help you. And also, when we think about it, everything they said is true, but they didn't give us the consequences or the better answer to what they told us. So that's why my team and I believe that it is better to buy a car than a house. Thank you. Liam? Let the best man win.
Judges, we are the negative team. You should vote for us because our arguments and evidence are stronger than the affirmative teams.
We're the affirmative team.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Oh, I see it. My bad. Alrighty. Alright, here we go. Hello, my name is Liam Flatley, and I am a 5th grader at Terry T. Small. I am the rebuttalist for the affirmative team. Judges, the negative team gave you 3 reasons why they say it is better to buy a car. First, they say it's better to buy a car because of cost. The first argument is not a strong argument because if you're in a house and you want to go to sleep peacefully, and if you're in a car, it's going to be hot, and you have to buy gas still. So you're still not, you might have to pay for a house still, but you have to pay even more daily or weekly for gas if you have your car on because it's hot in your car and you're sleeping in your car. And it's not going to be comfortable depending on what car you have. But that's not the point. The point is that you want to be comfortable when you sleep and you want to have a peaceful sleep and be ready for the next day, up and ready. And then he said that, Jelani said that in hurricanes that cars are basically more durable than cars, and David said that the bricks and the wood will wear out. Well, yes, you have to spend more money to repair that, but cars are closer to the windshield glass, and they say stay away from the glass, so that comes to the safety, so you don't get cut by the glass. And you're closer to the glass, and if you have a basement or an attic, you can go in there, or the bathroom, because that's away from some of the windows. I don't know how y'all house is built, but if if you say that a car is more recommended, that's wrong, because why are all these people getting houses around your neighborhood, and you see that they all have cars, but that's for transportation, that's not for your safety. Your safety, your house saves you from that. And houses are stronger than cars, because if you think about it, cars don't have bricks, they have metal and glass, and they're built out of only that. And they have engines, and that's for transportation only. And houses, okay, maybe that doesn't have transportation and take you places, but you still are way safer than you are in a car, because you're close to the glass in a car than you are in a house. And you have many different areas, and they were talking about errands. You have many things that you can do in a house other than errands, which errands, for another word for errands, is basically chores. And chores I do. So I do in the house, and that's basically errands. So you don't need a car to do errands, for only specific errands. And after I've said this, the health of the person, and he's talking about sleeping pills. A lot of people, like my mother, she don't like pills. So she doesn't want to take any pills to go to sleep. Who takes pills to go to sleep? Me personally, that's just a little, I don't know the word, but I don't want to say stupid either, but it's a little, yes, thank you. I don't think anybody wants to take pills to go to sleep unless they're in pain. I mean, I see pain pills, but I don't see sleeping pills. But we have given you 3 reasons why it's better to buy a house. The first reason is because a house is an investment that grows and one you can pass on to your children. Our second reason is safety. Everyone wants to be safe, and a house is safer in bad weather. A house will keep you safe from a crime like robbing. People throw rocks at your house if they have any type of backstory with you. Just an example. An investment that grows and one you can pass on to your children, I've stated. Everyone wants to be safe, and a house is safer in bad weather. A house will help you keep you safe from crime, and a house will keep dangerous animals away from you. A third reason was that having a house is better for your overall health. We told you about being able to eat healthier food, the health benefits of sleeping better, and also being able to use your house to make money. Judges, when you think about all the reasons you heard from us and the convincing evidence we use to support our reasons, you should vote for the affirmative team. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Wow. These are junior debaters, for sure. Now for the decision. You were the judges, by the way, if you hadn't figured that out already. And so we do this by applause. So, if you believe that, and a little noise too probably, if you believe that the affirmative team is the winner of this debate, show them that that is what you feel by a round of applause. The affirmative team. Okay, thank you. If you would vote for the negative team as the winner of this debate, show them that you would do that. really sounded like a tie to me. So I'm going to defer to my dear friend, to Ms. Heather. Okay, so she's saying the negative team. All right, let's give the debaters all a round of applause. Wow. Now we know that each of these young people is a winner. We already know that. They have done something amazing this afternoon. And so at this point, I certainly want to ask Mayor Henry to come forward. We have certificates for each debater, and I'm sure he has comments he'd like to make. Mayor Henry.
Thank you, and another round of applause to all of our debaters. To Ms. Boyd Walker and the Cherokee family, thank you for allowing us to work with your children. I would like to give my special gratitude to Dr. McFadden, who is a beacon of hope and a great inspiration in our community and has done an amazing job in our centers, helping our children to understand the art of debate and the importance of communication. To Ms. Heather, who helps to coordinate all of these activities on behalf of the city, we're grateful for your efforts. And to our debaters, you guys were amazing. And I want you to know a few things. First thing is that the most fearful thing for most people are most afraid of public speaking. And you all are 9 and 10 years old. And you got up here without fear and presented. I know some of your parents are here and you might have been comfortable with them. But you don't know a lot of us. And you got up there fearless. And that speaks volumes about your future. I want to remind you all of something. If you are unafraid to speak in public at your age, I don't want you to ever be afraid of a test. I don't want you to ever be afraid of a job interview. I don't want you to ever be afraid of a college application. Because if you can do this, you can do anything. And you have folks who are not, they do not work for the school system. You have people from across this community who are here supporting you. Not only because we believe in you, because we all believe in you, but we need you. We need you. We need you to be great. We need you to fulfill your potential, because all of the jobs that we inhabit and that we take on, we're counting on you to take on those jobs. So I could go on and on about how great you were, but I hope you know that on behalf of the city of Daytona Beach and as your mayor, I am here because we want our city to be a city that is worthy of your dreams. We want to be a place where you can dream big, go big, and do great things. And you showed us today why our work and our efforts are not in vain. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being great. And the future is bright for each of you.
So we have certificates for each of the debaters. Ariana Brown.
Great job, Ms. Brown. This turn right here. Right.
Oh. This certificate is for Lucy. Lucy, pronounce your last name. Lucy Gagne. Congratulations, sweetie. David Petraka.
Look at your mom. Is that your mom? Stay right.
Come back, David.
Here you go. Okay. Right.
Okay, yeah, we're good. Careful. Thank you. A.V. Wilson.
Well, right here.
Yeah.
This way, A.V.
David, look over there, darling.
Good job.
Jelani Amin Patah.
Good job.
Aaliyah Brown.
All right.
Oh, there.
Yes. All right.
Good parent? Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right here.
1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sakaya Green.
Way to go, Miss Green. You have such a beautiful speaking voice. Great job. Parent right there. You got it? Parent good?
Very good. Love it. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Thank you.
Cantrell Oxendine. Oh, there.
And 1, 2, 3.
Way to go, Mr. Oxenden.
One more time on that.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, 2. Okay.
One more time. And 3, 2, 1. Right here, Mary. Sorry.
He know I'm looking somewhere else.
Got it. Got you. There you go.
Thank you.
What's your dad's name?
Liam Flatley.
Good job, Liam. Great job. You recovered.
Over here, though.
All right.
All right. Right here. And 3, 2, 1. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. All right. Cell phone. One, two, three. Thank you.
Good
Thank
job,
you.
buddy.
That was the last one.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Please.
You can finish. But whoever's going to finish. Is this it?
Yeah, this actually concludes that.
Okay. This is going to, do we have refreshments? We have refreshments because we want you to know that you are worthy of being celebrated. In our society, we celebrate a lot of things. Some of them are good and some of them are bad. The city of Daytona Beach, the city commission, the educational community, we really value students who take learning seriously. You know, and I'm an old coach, old teacher, but I love a student who gets engaged in their school. Students choose a lot of things, but not everybody signs up for the debate team. and those who sign up for the debate team, we tend to know that their future is unlimited. To the parents, we want to remind you all of something. And I follow this school. I'm very supportive of this school. I know that the staff does a great job. They work really hard. And I know that you all work hard. But I hope that the investment that you are making has already begun to reap the rewards. Because I think that what we saw here today should show you that all of the deposits that you're making in these children, they're going to heap you a reward. I don't know how much or what it'll be exactly, but I know that it will be something that your cup cannot contain if you just continue to make the investment that you're making. Thank you. Let's continue to support you all.
She's going to try to say something. I'm trying to get Ms. Heather over to say a word.
Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your children with us. We've really enjoyed these few months with them. We look forward to doing it again. Please enjoy the refreshments.